Jeffrey, let me tell you a story of a young man named Jeffrey. And this may sound a lot like you, or may be like you. May even look like him too. But this kid named Jeffrey, he wants to be happy. So he chases after happiness. What makes him happy? So he plays a bunch of video games, as much video games as possible to make him happy. But somehow he ends up unhappy. Second he turns off his screen, he just feels unfulfilled and very lonely. He eats junk food, because fried chicken tastes so good. I gotta eat some more fried chicken. Tastes so good. And he eats the fried chicken. And then after that, he looks at himself in shame. He isn't happy. He isn't fulfilled. He spends all day on social media because, I gotta see the new Travis Scott, the new Travis Scott post or something like that. I don't know when your kids watch these days. You gotta see the new Fortnite. You gotta see the new update for Fortnite. You know what I mean? You gotta see what's up. And once again, singing turns on the screen. Just feels so lonely, unfulfilled. And he's missing something from life. He becomes so sad and depressed. And someone sees him sad and depressed and just so empty and lonely. Some man named Adonis. Adonis finds Jeffrey sad, alone, and kind of cold. He just finds him empty. Adonis passes him on the back and says, I want to teach you a couple things. Adonis knows where Jeffrey used to be. Adonis used to be very anxious, very sad, very alone. He used to try to eat a bunch of junk food to make him happy. He tried to play as much video games as possible to make him happy. He tried hopping on social media to make him happy, but it never fulfilled him. It didn't make him happy in the end. It didn't fill that void deep and down inside him. I used to be quite this Jeffrey I speak about all the time. Sorry, editor me. But I was just so insecure, alone, and I actually had that mindset of chasing after happiness. Take a water. I used to have a mindset of just chasing after happiness. I would I remember I had fallen in love with I'd fall in love with people, or not people, but girls, I fall in love with a girl, I think super hot, I try to text her, and I text her for a very long time, get my emotions up, and up, and up, and up, and then guess what, it doesn't work out, and I just become really sad and depressed, and anxious, and then I used to, try to make myself happy by eating that junk food, and just try to eat that junk food, and play as much video as possible, just to numb out the pain. But the second I stop eating, it's almost like someone just punched or just gut punch a pain, just loneliness and just emptiness. I was unfulfilled. I was empty, a shell of a person. I was really lonely and depressed at this time, unfulfilled, depressed, sad. That even led me to be suicidal. I even had an idea how I'd do it, and I actually wanted to take substances at this point, but I didn't know how to get them. Luckily, we weren't going to school, so there's no drug dealers there, so at home, so I had no access to drugs. Luckily, I had no access to drugs or alcohol. And I did drink sparkling water. I hated it. That's the reason why I drank it. And I learned to like it. I kind of like it now. But I used to hate that stuff. I used to imagine just beer and just drink sparkling water, bro. That was weird. But later I found the gym and just I found myself. I found self-improvement. Just Hamza has a video on happiness too, which I found that really interesting. And yeah, I was just so lonely. And just all of a sudden I I remember how I found Hamza. I woke up that morning. I jerked off, bro. I was at a very low state at this point, and I was chasing highs. You know what I mean? And then I just found Hamza, and it just really clicked for me. One of his videos just really clicked for me, and I was like, bro, who is this guy? I started watching more of his videos and just started following and listening to his stuff and, like, you know, applying some of the stuff to my life, and it's really changed my life. Like, here's a recent picture of me. Yeah, it just changed my life. I used to be, like, just messed up guy and just horrible. But self-improvement changed my life, and just working hard. I remember, like, there's a point in my time where I was like, you know, my fitness journey when I was I guess I was doing ab exercises. Like, I don't suggest ab exercises. I mean, it's okay to strengthen your core, but they're like, I know people like Eubank, picture him right here. Sorry, editor me, but they don't train their abs, yet they have, like, you know, nice six-pack. It's because they cut down, really, because they bulk up to put as much muscle as possible, and then they cut down later, which right now I'm on my bulk season, so yeah. Because, okay, pro tip, and I got this from my friend too, he might recommend this too, and I agree with this, is when you first year training, eat as much as possible, but one thing I add is eat clean to the bone, because if you eat, like, you know, a bunch of junk food, one of my favorite bodybuilders, I know this is really off subject, I'm sorry, but one of my favorite bodybuilders, he was, like, talking about how, I remember seeing him used to dirty bulk or didn't eat that clean. He would eat clean, but not that clean. And I remember him saying, like, he would put on more fat than muscle. So if you eat really clean, eat, like, you know, good carbs. Don't be scared of carbs, but, like, eat good carbs and, like, tons of protein, like red meat, steak. You know, have some steak and have whole milk, have tons of eggs. Eat as much as that possible. But anyways, back to my subject. I used to be just, you remember just having this low mental state where I didn't even believe abs existed. Like, does abs even exist? Like, I'm training my abs every day. It's not, like, you know, not getting abs. But, like, I wouldn't have abs at all. It's so sad. But then after that, like, I remember trying cutting down when it first started out, and I was like, really low mental state. I wasn't really cutting. It was actually more healthy, like, kind of like maintaining. And then I got into, like, bulking. And then after when I cut down, I actually had, like, you know, not a six-pack, but a four-pack. And I was like, I was actually pretty content with that. And then I'm back to my bulking season. But I still have a four-pack right now, so. It's not really a four-pack, it's more like a two-pack. But anyways, back to what I'm talking about. I'm getting distracted, but I just wanted to, like, leave that in there. You know? So, like, I remember, like, what? Okay, I'll see you. Get back on topic, me. Get back on topic. Basically, as you can hear from my story, don't chase after happiness. You're not gonna find happiness at the end of the bottle. You're not gonna find it at the end of your smoke. You're not gonna find it at the end of you playing video games. You just end up feeling more empty. It's like you put in, like, you know, your joy into that, and you get more joy, but then all of a sudden you lose that. It's almost like, you know what it's just like? It's like drinking energy drinks. My friend is, like, addicted to that stuff, bro. It's not good. I'm trying to get him off it. If you're watching that, bro, you gotta get clean, bro. I only take, like, pre-workout, but, like, that's only when I'm working out, and I don't take it every day, bro. I almost rarely take it. Ish. Okay, I should take it less. I'm probably gonna take it less. But it's like the exact same thing. Drugs are like energy drinks. Any, like, social media, alcohol, sex, anything of that sorts is like drinking energy drinks. Or, like I can keep going on. Eating junk food, playing video games, social media, drugs, alcohol, sex. Let me think what else. I know more. Watching TV, yes. Watching pointless TV, that was one. It's like drinking, what do you call them? Energy drinks. When you drink it, you get tons of energy, or tons of dopamine and, happiness. You think you feel happy, right? And then in a second, you get like a withdrawal of that. You get withdrawal of happiness. You get withdrawal of energy. You get, for energy drinks, you get withdrawal of energy, but you get withdrawal of happiness. And sometimes you get, hangovers when you get drunk, and there's like negative side effects of smoking too. And there's actually negative side effects to all these things. You get loneliness. After you play, 5-hour session with your friends, second turn of the screen, you get loneliness. Isn't that interesting? And I used to chase after happiness. Look at me, bro. Look at me. I used to try eating, as much, chicken as possible or just junk food as possible. Just as almost a cope. It's a coping mechanism because I was sad and alone. I just wanted to run away from it. I just tried to be happy. So I just chasing after it by eating junk food, by playing video games. But in the end, I wasn't feeling that. Took more than it actually gave me. It took more happiness than it actually gave me. It gave me more negative effects than positive effects. It was a very low ROI, return on investment, if you know what I'm talking about. Instead of chasing happiness, I recommend finding a deeper and inner purpose for yourself. And just listen to God and just pray to God and ask Him just to help Him find your purpose in life. And set goals for yourself too. Like, you can set goals, like, for example, fitness goals. Like, one of the biggest things is fitness goals. For bodybuilding, bodybuilding never ends. That's the thing about it. You could always improve in something. That's like, I would have like a main goal, like for the summer, main goal is to grow out my arms. Let's see, get in the camera. Grow out my arms, but I would still work on other things too. But that's my main goal for the summer. I have definitely grown it than it used to look like, but you set that as a mini goal. Almost like a sub quest. Like, you guys see this like a video game, bro, but this is a sub quest. But the game you're playing is bodybuilding, right? The game you're playing is bodybuilding, but there's quests inside quests. You know what I mean? Or just actually, no. This is getting better. The game you're playing is going to the gym or working out. The quest you're accomplishing is bodybuilding. But then there's sub quests like growing your arms. It's like that sub quest that helps, your main quest. Bro, there's a level to the stuff, bro. You can go to the gym, to train boxing, you could go to the gym to train, strength, calisthenics. There's so much you could do. And yeah, I could keep going on and on about that, but having purpose, like letting God give you a purpose and just finding that, it's really almost, what's the word? Reassuring, and just helps you stay sane. It helps you just stay sane. It's only a sane person, but it helps you just when you're lost, when you're alone, you just remember your purpose and just and you can find it in something you like. But I highly recommend just reading the Bible more and just reading it and learning it about it, and find or listen to God and see what He has planned for you. Out of water. These things are dehydrating me. These speeches or YouTube videos. Another thing I really recommend, instead of chasing after happiness, you should chase after gratitude. Because I also learned in this video have better advice, so some of the best advice is probably towards the end of the video, so I recommend you stick around if you think about clicking off. I see you. Looking on the comments. Bro, please stick around, bro. I need the view audience attention, and I have even better advice. I send some best advice later. Gratitude journaling. On to the next thing. Gratitude journaling. I highly recommend gratitude journaling. I can't, say about it enough. It just, because it's so much better than being happy, because being grateful puts you this level of contentment. You're just content about everything that's going around you. And I've been doing this for a while. I can show you right now. See, look at my gratitude journal. I could read you some. I'm pretty sure I wrote. Actually, technically, it's yesterday because it's 12, bro. I'm recording these videos at 12 for you guys, so you better appreciate this. For example, I'm just every single day. Say, this is a call to action, but every single day, bro. Just morning routine. Just write gratitude journal the day, and just write, I am grateful for blah blah blah. As at least just 3 things every single day. I'm grateful for sore legs. I'm grateful for slower glutes. I'm grateful for being super productive yesterday. I'm grateful for prophecy given to me, because I remember prophecy was given to me at church, and it's really just moving for me. I write down what you're grateful. I'm grateful for the ice bath I took in. You know what I mean? And I even wrote down, I'm grateful for my heartbreak I went through, because if I didn't go to the heartbreak, I probably wouldn't become who I am today. I become so much more than I was before, and I'm just grateful for who I am. Just write down what you're grateful for, and gratefulness will just turn to contentment, and contentment will just being content almost makes you smile. Just being grateful for the simple things around you is so much greater than happiness. I don't remember the editor or future editing me, right? Gratitude is greater than happiness. Just being grateful is just so much better than being happy. Because when you're grateful, because happiness, even gratitude is just feeling, but gratitude journaling is a practice to being grateful. You can't really practice being happy. You just try to do things to be happy. Also, I can totally make you smile, bro. I bet right now I can make you smile and make you a bit happy. I want you to smile. Just smile. Even if it's a fake smile, smile. After that, you probably actually smile, though. But hey, the more you know. So that's a good thing to practice for talking to people. Just smiling. You'll actually end up smiling. But yeah, more you know. But anyways, to stay on topic. Gratitude journaling is so helpful for your mental health and well-being. It's so much better for your positive ROI for your mind. It's just so much better. You're not distracted by just having a moment of just gratitude. It's just important. You're just grateful for dogs. You just write down something different every single day. I try to write down something different. Just something about yesterday. Something about anything that really just sticks out to you. Just write it down. It doesn't have to be that deep, and it can be deep. And when it goes deep, you will just feel so fulfillment. It's so, and contentment. It's just so moving. Next thing I highly recommend is read the Bible. The Bible is just, our Creator, God, speaking to us. This is God speaking to us in book form, and he spoke to authors, and he literally spoke to them and told them what to write down, and they wrote it down. This is a book. This is a book that has so much wisdom, so much knowledge, and it's so moving. I highly recommend, bro, get a Bible, bro. There's literally some online. Just get a Bible and read. Prayer is the best habit you could do right now, because that's how miracles happen. I've seen people's legs grow out, bro. I've seen people's legs grow out. I've seen people, being healed of cancer and incurable diseases. I haven't seen them, but Dad has. But I've seen people's legs grow out. I've seen a room. Imagine this: a giant auditorium where this preacher named Todd White in this ministry called Lifestyle Christianity. Imagine this giant auditorium, and everyone, almost like every third person there is getting healed. Like one out of three people are getting healed, and you're just watching this room, and this guy's just standing on stage praying over the whole entire room, and like the Holy Spirit's just working and moving in there. It's just so incredible. There's nothing else like that. It's so moving just watching that. Even though I wasn't healed of anything, just watching that is just so incredible and so incomprehensible. And just hearing like, you know, people like, I imagine like people were freaking out like, oh my goodness, bro, this guy's getting healed, and everybody's like just laying hands on each other, and like you're just seeing like, I remember like the Todd White, the speaker, like walked up one kid like, yeah, I have like, you know, cutting scars, and he says like the name Jesus is gone, and then like he says something like that, and literally they're watching the scar vanish, and like they're like, the guy's like, oh my goodness, what's going on? You know what I mean? And he prayed for him anxiety, and anxieties are leaving people. It's so incredible what God can do through prayer. I also highly recommend church, and this creates like for example, I give you an example, like just going to church gives you just such a level of community unlike on any other place. There's no other, okay, right now I don't believe, besides like sports and stuff like that, but even still, there's no other place like church. It creates such a level of community. And you can find and meet so many cool people at church. I remember, like today, I didn't really feel like going to youth because I go to the church like 3 times a week, which is unusual. Usually people some people don't even go 1 time a week, bro. I go Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I actually, like earlier, I really didn't feel like going, but I don't regret going, because I was able just to hang out with my friends and, you know, just be able to talk to each other, laugh together. That creates, you know, real happy moments. As like the titles, I'm trying to stick with the title, but it's hard to stick on the title. But the title creates this level of brotherhood and just happiness, and you will feel more happy when you're like with your friends and with people around you, and just the brotherhood, and just, it's so better just to be around people rather than just be secluded by yourself. Next thing I recommend, which is I don't have my journal with me right now, but just journal out your feelings. Journal out anything you're going through. Like, I usually don't really journal too much. Like I know people journal every single day. Personally, I really couldn't do it because I'll literally be the most boring person. Like, I did something, you know, there's some days were so bland. Like, if something extraordinary happens, like exciting, I'll write it down. If anything bad happens, I write it down. If anything that makes me mad happens, write it down. Anything like, you know, relationships, write it down. Anything that's like extreme emotion, I write it down. Or just anything important or just big, write it down in a journal. Just get it all out of you. It's like really important for your mental health and just helps you stay more content and more happy in life. Journaling is just, I even see my friends around me journal. I'm like, I just like smile when I just see people journal. I actually like, you know, a lot of people don't like speak, journaling isn't for boys, you know, you should be man. Bro, just let out your emotions. Actually, in my opinion, journaling is more like manly than not journaling. Because when you journal, you're letting out all your feelings and emotions. But then if you don't let it out your emotions, you either let it out verbally, which can be good because, you know, if you're talking to someone, if you need to talk to someone, that's good. I recommend talking to, like, you know, a good friend when you're going through something. And if you really need to talk to someone, you can talk to me, or just call hotline, bro. Just call hotline if you're really going through something. But pretty much just talk to a friend. And yeah, journaling, just writing out all your emotions, getting it all out of you. Because if you don't talk to anyone or don't journal it out, I've been there, done that. Where like, I don't journal out my feelings, I don't talk to anyone, and I'm just like bawling on the floor, in the bathroom floor. It's painful, bro. Just let it out in a journal. And also, one thing I really like about journaling is it allows you to think about things. So if you have anything to like think about, like, you know, decision making, like, I don't know how to feel about this, I don't know what to think about this, write it out. It will, it's so good for you. I need to actually journal later. Next thing is meditation. Meditation is like related to happiness because it will just give you this level of presence, and you combine that with, you know, gratitude journaling. It creates this present moment where you're just content about everything. So meditating is really important. I highly recommend it. I need to get back into it because honestly I kind of fell off. And but all it is simple deep breathing. I'll leave one of Hamza's videos down in the description below about meditation. And meditating is so good for you. Just breathing in, breathing out. It just slows down your mind from, you know, all the anxieties of the day, all the stress, all the, you know, worry, all the, you know, because every now these days, it's always like fast, you know, like you gotta move fast, time's valuable, you know what I mean, and work hard, you know what I mean, all these things, everything's moving so fast. Sometimes we just need to take a break and breathe with me, bro. Actually, I want to do this thing with you real quick. This is a call to action. Okay. I want you to take a deep breath with me, then take a bit more, and let it out. Do this with me. And let's do that one time. Okay. I mean, you just probably feel better already if you're going to something, but just deep breathing. Just 10 minutes of the day. Spend like 10 minutes of your morning. Just add it in your morning routine. Add all this stuff in your morning routine. I highly recommend all this stuff in your morning routine. Except for like, you know, goal setting. You already have your goal set out. You should already have your goal set. You shouldn't change it. Dopamine detoxing. Backing away from your phone. Your phone is so bad. I have a literally video going and ranting about that and how bad it is for you. Hamza rants about how bad it is for you. And so many YouTubers rant about how bad, not so many, but the majority of YouTubers who rant about how bad it is for you. Listen to Andrew Tate. This is one of the rare times where I say this. Listen to Andrew Tate. Quit playing video games. Quit going on social media, spending all the time going on social media. And just back away from the screens, man. Just take a break. Enjoy life. Enjoy nature. Go out to the park, you know. Just dopamine detox. I will have a video down in the description. I don't want to explain this all over again because this video is long enough about dopamine detoxing. And that's it for the video. Please like and subscribe. This is a call to action. The most important call to action. They're not the most important, but the most important is like reading the Bible and praying. But like and subscribe and do the hard work, especially when I feel like it. Thank you.